suddenly they suddenly change it. It's like, makes it more confusing. Right, 24 seconds away. Welcome to a very sunny Kiwitea Street here in Auckland for the final round robin game between in the ISPS Handa men's Premiership between Auckland City, the home team, and Waitakere United. And quite a historic game we've got for you today, as this could well be the last game played between these two sort of titled sides. A bit of a sad day, but a bit of a day for a celebration as well. Hopefully we can see some fantastic football. Waitakere really need this one to cement the place in the top four in the playoffs. We'll update you with some latest scores and results in other games that have already or taken part at the moment and or have already finished. At first we will give you the lineups for today's two sides. Auckland City, the home side. It'll be interesting to see how they actually line up. I've tried to weasel it out of the coaching staff before, but they were a little bit, well, he might do that and he might do. Maybe they thought I was a Waitakere spy. Brown, Mitchell, Kaltak, Riera, Manicum, Vale, Carey, Al-Halisi, Rogerson, Awad and Rogers, the starting lineup for them, and plenty of talent in that particular side. And they're bound to be putting a threat towards Waitakere. No love lost between these two teams. This game, even if one team was already clinched the title, which Auckland City have, and the other team was already at the bottom of the table, there'd still be plenty of passion in it. For Waitakere United today, their lineup: in goal, Nick Draper, Hobson, Snell, Garriga, Burfoot, Grieve, Zoricic, Vandenhoven, Milicic, Crom and Lobo. It says Combe up there, but it's Crom. But hey, what's an R between friends? What's an R between friends? The referee today is Calvin Berg. Assistant referees Isaac Trevis and Ashley Wilson. The fourth official, Luke Gardner. And Chris Kerr is here as an assessor, and he might have a busy job considering the way things have gone in recent weeks for him as the referee. The two teams lining up, and as I say, this could well be the last game, with the National League changing its format next year to a club-based one, a regional club-based one, with top four from each region out of 10 teams going into a playoff, a sort of a National League. And after this, if Waitakere United need the win, they need the win to put themselves in contention for a top four. We understand that Team Wellington have secured second spot already. They've already they won 3-2 today, so they're already through. In the other game, Wellington Phoenix Reserves taking on Canterbury United. Canterbury United 3-0 up, and looking good for that game, which would put them above Waitakere into fourth place. Hamilton Wanderers lost to Team Wellington today, but their head-to-head record, goal difference doesn't decide this league, their head-to-head record against Waitakere gives them the edge, so they will finish third. There's a bit of a crowd, bit of an atmosphere up there in the corner of the, what we shall call the main stand, for what it is, like a sort of oversized tin shed, but still plenty of atmosphere and a good crowd as always turning up to watch the Blues at home. But a final game, if Waitakere lose this game now, that'll be their last game they ever play. Waitakere United as an entity will cease to be. If they win today, they'll have at least one more game, which will likely be, well, in fact it will be, against Auckland City. Back here again at Kiwitea Street. Waitakere United are going to kick off. Sam Burfoot, the skipper. Looks like Dane Schnell looks like he's going to be partnering Alex Grieve up front. Grieve with his pace and harassing ability, and Schnell with his ability to find the back of the net. Slight breeze here, and there often is at Kiwitea Street. Be interesting, not as strong as it was last time I was here. So we'll see if it has any impact on the game. Game that I'm particularly looking forward to. Grieve knocking it up to Lobo. Well, a very physical challenge early on. I think we expect more of that as the game goes on. Jordan Vale to take the throw. It was in Dylan Manicum. He'll be wanting to see a lot of the ball today. He's got great feet, top futsal player. Crom trying to close him down. Al Khaleesi there, losing a little bit of control. Alfie Rogers, who you expect to be up and down, and that left-hand side. You see a lot of this possession play as well from Auckland City. They're from the Pep Guardiola thing, and sometimes they muck it up like that and they get away with a free kick, and rather fortunate to do it. I think there should almost be a rule that if you fanny around at the back like that, and you lose possession, you deserve it, and you get no. But most goalkeepers in this league actually have been encouraged to play. That's, I think, one advent of modern football. But one initiative that I quite enjoy. You'll see a fair amount of it, but if you do muck around for too long, it can be awkward. Ryan Caltech there, back Cameron Brown just sweeping up. Oh, a lovely turn there from Logan Rogerson. Bringing it back, can he get the ball in there? Oh, it's far post. Oh, wide at the far post, but he couldn't quite get onto the end of it. Vale pushing in there as well. It's a bright start here from Auckland City. Some robust challenges. Manicum on the ball now, quite strong as well. Rogers knocking it out. The player down. I think it's Logan Rogerson down over there on the edge of the penalty area on the byline. Took a bit of a bump there. They won't want to be losing him this early on. Quite a storied history, as I was saying, between these two sides, going back 17 years now. And it's been, after some periods of domination from Waitakere when they had a good run of titles, it's been Auckland City all the way lately. I calculated, and if any boffins are out there, you can contact me on Miles Davis Live on Facebook or Twitter and tell me that I'm wrong. But I worked out 52 games. This is the 53rd meeting between the two sides. 28 wins for Auckland City, 10 for Waitakere United, and 14 draws. And the last 14 games, 13 have been won by Auckland City with one draw. So that just shows the recent dominance. But this is a Waitakere side that has been rebuilt under the guidance of Director of Football Chris Milicic, and a lot of youngsters, and they're building on youth. And it just seems a bit of a shame that after all the work that they've put in, as things are sort of slowly starting to look promising and come to fruition, that the whole existence of Waitakere United will be gone. Adam Mitchell, and knocking it into Aidan Carey, and a free kick being given there. Vale to take it back to Mitchell. Yeah, no, I've quite enjoyed the times I've watched Adam Mitchell this season. And just as I say it, everything gets fannied up. Anyway, but we should move onwards and upwards. Alfie Rogers, Manicum with a little touch there. Rogerson seemingly showing no ill effects, which is good for Auckland City and good for the game. The two sides going in with a very different approach to this one. Jose Figueira, the coach of Auckland City, was saying earlier in the week that they're treating this as a quarter-final. They've already won the minor Premiership. They know they've got a home semi-final. There's an attack here from Waitakere. Burfoot knocking it into Grieve. And he seems to have taken a knock on the angle there. You can hear the plaintive cries of the coaching staff from Waitakere, thinking that there should have been a free kick given there. Gariga on the ball. Zoricic whipping it in, but tidied up by Mitchell. He's got it out now to Al-Khalisi. Manicum. Back to Rogers. Yeah, they've approaching this as a quarter-final. And yeah, just to add an extra edge to it, they want to go on. They want to keep that winning habit going. Whereas Waitakere, when I was talking to their coach, they're more of a relaxed attitude in there. They've got a lot of young players in the side. You could argue that they've overachieved this season. They've won 3 out of the last 4 games. They're on a reasonable run of form, but they just want to go out there and enjoy themselves, and hopefully the result will come. That doesn't mean that they're not going to be getting stuck in, as you can see already. There will be. I'll be very surprised if there's not a few cards in this game. And Mohamed Awad on the near side, losing it. Throw to Waitakere. It's gone deep. Mitchell Awad dropping back. Dylan Hobson back there, punting a long one through. They're quite fluid by the look of the shape that Auckland City have got here at the moment. Khaleesi pushing through from midfield. Rogerson, Awad, Manicum basically as a more of a floating front man. And playing 3 at the back at the moment, but with Albert Riera with the ability to drop back in and become a 4th man should the need arise. There seems to be a little bit more shape to Auckland City at the moment, but Waitakere still creating charges. Another strong challenge from Mitchell. Interesting to see if the Waitakere United let's just have fun methodology works for them. No better way than have your last regular season game as an entity than beating your bitter rivals on their home ground, especially as you haven't done it for 14 games. Crom sticking his head into a danger area there. Riera mopping up for Auckland City. Rogers to Rogerson. Bit of alliteration there, Rogers and Rogerson. Manicum turns, Al-Khalisi's with him, but he knocks it inside to Carey. Vale knocking it wide for Awad. Can he get there? He has to hold it up. Got a bit of support there. Wins the throw. Very tight ground this, and it's a better position than the last time I was here, where you couldn't see probably the 5 opposite the main stand, the 5 yards of the touchline, which is where a lot of the action happens, and you had to sort of guess what was going on. But a lot better today. We're in a better position, and most of it, there's only about a yard that you can't see. Alfie Rogers, Caltac. Powerful player from a footballing family, Caltech. I was lucky enough to see him first in the Nations Cup in 2012 in Solomon Islands, and that's all a bit of a handball. Bit of a handball there from Dylan Manicum. Lucky it wasn't at the other end. looks like Crom taking the central position in defence for Waitakere, with Dylan Hobson taking over that right hand side. Awad getting a touch in, but Nathan Lobo manages to shoulder him off the ball. Lovely little flick from Snell, and now Grieve bearing in down on the goal. Is he going to have a crack himself off the left foot? Tries to knock it across, but Brian Kaltak with a strong covering tackle there. Really looked if there was an opportunity there. Maybe he should have cut in a little bit and could have put the defence under a little bit more pressure. But really signs of danger there should that Auckland City team fall asleep. Dylan Hobson coming up to take the corners. Quite an interesting one, I suppose, to get defenders taking corners if they're good at the set piece delivery. It's floating, but a little bit too floaty, giving Cameron Brown plenty of time to pick that one up. Manicum dropping very, very deep, and Khaleesi to get a touch. Vale with a heavy touch, but he recovered exceedingly well there. His life would have been flashing before his eyes there for a minute. Crom intercepting there just as well, because Awad would have been away. And that's what you need to see in the game nowadays. A quick throw down the line. Awad, Rogerson's back in there, but loses out. At the back to Milicic manages to tidy it up. You don't see that often enough nowadays. People spend so much time wasting. They get the ball, they stroll over to get it. They get the ball, get it down the line, and if your teammate's not running for it, that's his lookout. All this mucking around, and then you end up losing the ball anyway. Another attacking throw there. You'll see Grieve he'll run all day. He's got a lot of energy. He's just an enjoyable player to watch. Alex Grieve, a fair bit of pace about him. They've also got Josh Redford, another youngster on the bench who's very fast. So maybe in the second half. That's a great ball over the top for Rogerson. He's taken around. Is he taking too heavy a touch? Oh, did exceedingly well to get that back there, with Nick Draper managing to get himself back in and clear it for a corner. I'd like to tell you who's taking it, but I can't see from here. Jordan Vale now thought about whipping it in. It's just Manicum in the area at the moment. El Khaleesi back to Vale. Is he going to have a look? Mitchell whipping it. Switching play to the left hand side for Alfie Rogers. Yeah, most of the controlled football coming from Auckland City, but danger also coming from Waitakere on the break. There's Rogerson again, who's and what a lovely chip there. They're looking for it. They're looking for a decision. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it today. Calvin Berg having none of it and telling them to keep quiet. But a wild little chip over the top. Didn't quite get it on the right side of the bar. It's just everyone's going to appeal for everything in this game. Although Auckland City, as I said before, Auckland City may have the minor Premiership already in the bag, but they're treating this as a quarter-final. They want to win, and I must say they're looking reasonably good in possession at the moment. The wind is quite disruptive, and it's probably where I am is a bit sheltered, so you can't feel it quite as much, but you can probably hear it on the microphone. I apologise for that. There's not a lot I can do. I also apologise for my waffling as well. There's not too much I can do about that. Vale to Awad. Holds up, looking for a turn, looking for support now, gets it from Mitchell, but it's gone away. Snell gets it, Burfoot. And Vandenhoven now pushing forward there in the middle, you can see him trying to give a bit of support, and picks it up there, wins the ball well. Unfortunately for him, it didn't drop to Snell, and City back in control of the game now. Yeah, Aidan Carey, the more forward of the two sort of holding midfielders, with Riera really sticking to his responsibilities to cover at the back. And here he comes again and wins it again. Just a lovely footballer. Had a great time at the Wellington Phoenix, of course, and has been a great servant here for Auckland City, who I was informed by my number 5 son the other day that Auckland City are in the top 10 of clubs around the world with most titles won. And I'm not sure what time span that covered, but they were right up there in the world elite, just showing their dominance in recent years. Now Khaleesi trying to flick it wide, but it doesn't make it. But again on another rebound, away goes Rogerson, cuts inside, has a go, but straight at Draper. He looks up for it today, Logan Rogerson. Perhaps that's why they try to nobble him early on. Hobson, a real chip ball through. They do tend to be playing that longer ball, Waitakere. A bit more on the ground here. Here's Rogerson through, surely. What a magnificent finish. A superb through ball. And Logan Rogerson, I was just saying that he looked up for it today. Well past the flat-footed defence, and a lovely finish with the outside of his right foot. Great finish. In off the right-hand post. Left-handed for the keeper, but that was almost coming. They're looking in top form. It's going to be interesting to see now the response that they're going to get. There's a bit of argy-bargy going on already in the middle there. You can see from Waitakere with Vandenhoven and Garriga having a bit of a not heated discussion, but a earnest chat about what was going wrong there and who should have picked up who. They're going to have to work really hard now, Waitakere. As I say, the writing was on the wall early on. Again, that's the one that all that stay in. Caltech's over there anyway. Covered it up quite easily. Here's Burfoot. He's going to really step it up. Oh, lovely try there, but brilliantly handled, if you pardon the pun, by Adam Mitchell, but not handled in the traditional sense, despite the appeal of Alex Grieve. Vale carries in front of him. Al Khaleesi screaming for it in space, but not picked up. Looks a little bit frustrated that he didn't get that ball. Vale now to Manicum. Again, this controlled possession, but something that's a lovely through ball, a wide there, but no, a solid tackle. Very solid tackle in the middle there from Crom. Schnell now with Caltech racing for it. Caltech shields it and sees it out for Auckland City throw. It's been often Auckland City can get into the because they play the possession game so well that they almost get into a trance of playing it without attacking intent. Caltech there covering well again from Grieve. But today they just seem to have more urgency about themselves. It really is. They are playing it as if it is a cup tie, as if there is something on it, and far too much, and this is just my opinion, far too much of top-level football in the world today is fear of losing possession rather than desire to put pressure on the opposition goal and put the ball in the back of the net. But today, Auckland City seem to be getting a good blend between the two. And here's a chance now. Lobo on the outside, pushed a little bit wide from Grieve there. He's got a chance though. Whips it in and cleared by Al-Khalisi at the far post. Manacum, and now Auckland City can launch an attack, although they've only got Rogerson up wide joining in now. But it's too much of it. This is just my personal opinion. I get bored with it. I get bored with watching European Champions League football, Premier League football. Just pass, get to the byline. Oh, let's not put it in the area. Let's pass it back again. It's awful. But this is a much better look now. Awad's there, tries to do a lovely little flick back for Rogerson, and he looks really lively as well. I'm starting to feel a bit sorry for the Waitakere defence today. Rogers whips it in, but cleared by a desperate Waitakere defence. Things starting to go a little bit pear-shaped for Waitakere. They are playing the top side in the ISPS Handa Premiership this season. Don't need any points to stay top of the minor Premiership and have the home semi-final, and obviously the honour of getting it. And that's flicked, and that is awful. And that, I think again, to be fair to Nick Draper, that's the wind causing a bit of grief there. But there's a few people up here wondering how that didn't end up in the back of the net. But luckily, Waitakere had defenders there to clear it. It's heart in the mouth stuff there. Right now, the City now there's the long ball. I don't know who that's going to. I'm not sure who that was meant to go to. I think it's gone into someone else's garden, that one. Brian Caltech not quite hitting the target. But such a solid, a lovely footballer, Brian Caltech, and such a solid defender as well, as we've seen already today. Vale gets his head, but Snell, who's having for Waitakere, Snell's having a very strong game. He's hard to bump off the ball. He links well with Grieve. Lobo will probably have to add a few numbers up here for him on the left-hand side. But here's Snell again, whipping one in. Zora sits on the far side. Grieve with the turn manages to get a corner. They manufactured that out of nothing to get a corner out of it. And it looks like Nathan Lobo's gone down over on this side. I'm not sure quite what happened. It looks like he's telling ref, please sir, that man was mean to me and he hit me over there and you did nothing about it. Right there ref. Either that or he's tripped on something and said there's a dangerous divot on the side. Pitch is in not too bad condition considering the season's been played on it. When I first saw it earlier this season, it was in mint condition, and obviously there'd been some contravention of watering restrictions in Auckland because the pitch looked magnificent. And there's a chance now for, and they've got to take chances. These chances from set pieces are their best opportunities to score in this game. They're starting to get overrun by Auckland City, but they're well capable. They've got players who know where the back of the net is. Another one chipped in there. Oh, and a free kick. Someone being, what a surprise, someone being naughty in there. But what the bigger surprise is the referee picked it up, because a lot of the time they just can't see. There's so many bodies around, you don't know who's fouling who and who's doing what to whoever. Wow, now to Carey. Nice one. Riera happy to play it back to Brown. Held up by Manacum. Al-Khalisi finds Vale. Mitchell. Big press coming in from Waitakere. Good aggressive press here, trying to put some pressure and force a mistake from Auckland City and knocked them out of their stride, really. Another good, solid challenge there. Yeah, fair enough, but there's nothing wrong with getting stuck in there. It wasn't a dirty foul, but he's just letting his Andrew Crom letting his presence be felt. And I think they're going to need to do this for 90 minutes if they're going to fight their way back into this game and unsettle this very, very fluid and cohesive. There we go. Commentators getting Brian Caltack nearly losing it in his own half. Vile turns, he's looking to get it down the line. And Lobo with the challenge, he seems to have recovered from his little knock. Gariga, Burfoot calling for the ball inside, but Milicic knocks it long. Gariga again picks it up, trying to hold it up. Milicic back to Crom, out to Hobson. And Burfoot. You may see Burfoot as the game goes on if Waitakere can't get there. They're pushing a little bit further forward. And the long ball there, just drifting harmlessly over the goal line. Goal kick to Auckland City. 25 minutes gone in the game now. 1-0, 16th minute goal. Logan Rogerson with a lovely finish. But credit to Waitakere, they are fighting back in this game. Oh, a little bit of argy-bargy there. Grieve just pushed over by Jordan Vale. I don't know if there's anything sinister in it. He seems to have lost his boot. I think it was just one of those coming togethers that happen. It is a contact game after all. And as you've seen, we've seen plenty of that today. But yeah, maybe his boots come unlaced there, maybe a bit of a tangle up. No harm done. As I was saying, Waitakere seem to be pushing their way back in. They're pressing hard against Auckland City, trying to upset the rhythm that they'd established and get themselves back into the game. Has Nick Milicic gone one of those monster throws? We don't know because he's gone back to Crom. Goes across to Hobson. Zoricic out wide. Taking him on, and he's managed to get past Rogerson. Oh, lovely little jig on the outside. Now, can he make something out of it? You've got to get it in. You can't be doing all that hard work and then not getting the ball in the end. But he was well marked out of it by Alfie Rogers, giving the defender there a bit of credit. A little core of fans up there at Auckland City chanting the whole game. I think they've got the intent of going the whole 90 minutes. And as I say that, they shut up. There you go. Knew that'd work. They're looking for it here. They're going to trying to find work some sort of opening, but they could end up getting themselves into trouble here. Mannequin patrolling, waiting for any mistake. Now Burfoot looking up. Lobo. Oh, loses control. So what showed a little bit of promise down that left-hand side for Waitakere. Vile looking long for Rogerson, hits it too far, and Draper out to clear up. Vandenhoven. Zoricic. And Snell moved from this side on the left. He's moved over a bit more on the right there to change things up a bit. Al-Khalisi, lovely through ball to Rogerson again. He just couldn't get his foot on it to take it round Draper. If he'd have got a decent touch there, you could see number 2 coming up for him and for Auckland City. Lobo pushing up. Vandenhoven Quite a powerful figure in the midfield there, Vandenhoven. City though getting the ball back. Riera knocks it out wide to Rogers. It's such an advantage for Auckland City to have someone with the experience and the ability of Albert Riera in that holding midfield position. Look at that, the win there. That looked like it was going out for all money and stayed in. Vandenhoven knocks it inside the Burfoot. Switch of play now. Garriga. He's got Zoricic outside him. A little chip over the top. A little held up. Kaltak across to Rogers. And Rogerson again, that other linker. Arwad making a move up here on the right side if Rogerson can see him, but no, looks like he's held up now. Passes it square to Vale. Carey to Riera. Vale wanting it on the right hand side. Not going to get it yet. Oh, that was a very poor ball from Kaltak, but somehow it ends up with Manicum. It's a lovely turn there. Leaves Crom behind, and there's Rogerson, and he's left the ball behind, but Manicum. Oh, and Arwood, a couple of great saves there. And that all came from a horrendous pass from Brian Kaltak. Very un-Kaltak-like pass. And Draper makes a double save there, first from Manicum and then from Awad. And they'll be breathing a big sigh of relief there, Waitakere. And again, here they come again, Al Khaleesi. Vale pushing forward. Oh, he's left it a dummy there, but Khaleesi just wasn't quite onto it. Awad sold a lovely dummy. Grieve gets a bump and gets a free kick. Adam Mitchell getting a bit too personal and a bit too close. Free kick. Grieve knocks it inside to Vandenhoven. Perfect. Vandenhoven takes a return to Grieve, but they've lost possession now. Vale, Riera looks up, looking forward. It goes square to short past to Carey, Kaltak, Mitchell, and all the way back to Brown. Looks wide. They seem to be finding space, these Auckland City players. Rogerson just touched them down a little bit. Vale, beautiful ball down the line, but no, that's Milicic comes across, wins it. Vandenhoven now looking to launch a counter-attack. Garriga. Yeah, Auckland City now got plenty of players back. It's going to make it harder to create that gap. Zoricic, who's got the ability, although he's on his haunches a little bit there. Looks as if he might be carried a little mini knock maybe on his right leg. He's still in it, but it wasn't moving exceedingly comfortably before. He's a person on his day who's got the ability to beat players on that side. Crom now, square to Hobson. Effort tries to play that little flick. Take a touch, son. None of this flicky stuff. And Riera looking, but no one was anticipating the. And he holds his hand up. No one was anticipating that through ball from Riera, and so no one had made a run. Totally wasted. Vandenhoven looking over the top. Is he offside? Yes, he is. Dane Schnell looked like he stolen a march, but the flag goes up. And offside. Beautiful conditions here at Kiwitea Street. reasonable crowd in. A few empty seats, though. I would have thought perhaps they're saving it for the bigger ones in the next couple of weeks. They've already won the minor Premiership. Burfoot, though, on the chance, has to turn back. Vandenhoven plays a 1-2 with him. Now, he started to give that a bit of a nudge. Now this is a good opportunity here for Waitakere. Reg Marathi. Now they're on that right side now. Hobson, obviously the set piece man. Or bit of a clash. Is there going to be a card coming out here, or is he just going to have a strong word with him? And that could have been nasty for Cameron Brown there. Yep, and there's name going in the book. Yes, often the goalkeepers do get too much protection nowadays, but that really looked like it was a challenge without hope. The goalkeeper was always a goalkeeper's ball, and it could have come down and caused a bit of damage there, but fortunately he looks good. Gariga to Marathi, and Snell trying to push, and as I say, Burfoot pushing forward there, acting as a centre man. Grieve more down the left. Chance here, Khalifi through to Rogerson. He's away again, and he's got a chance. Oh, great save! Really brave, came out well, closed the angle down. Although Rogerson would have thought that maybe a chip that could have been on there, but he's hit on ground. A good save from Draper. Oh, he put a foot in there, but Khalifi's away again. Khalifi's away again, and he's had the opportunity, but he's given the ball away cheaply there when they were looking promising. Vandenhoven. And Waitakere is still working it. They haven't sort of given up, and they've got a few set pieces and created a couple of opportunities. Lobo losing out to Wide now, who's dropped all the way back to defend him. They're working as an 11 here. Auckland City. Mitchell. Vile. Rogerson. And Vile. Up to Manicum. Looked like a handball there, and it was. Yeah. Manicum threw on goal, but unfortunately it bounced off his thigh onto his hand and picked up. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Auckland City 1, Waitakere United 0. Waitakere United desperate for a victory, or else if they don't win now, because of Canterbury United, I haven't heard the final score, but they were 3-0 up against Wellington Phoenix. That ball holding up in the breeze. Lobo punching it through, but Snell can't quite get on the end of it. Back to Brown, and hoof clear. So I mentioned before, I said that Zoricic looked like he was struggling a bit, and I didn't see him get replaced by Marathi, but I suddenly looked up and thought, that doesn't look like Zach Sorensen, that looks like Reg Marathi. Sure enough it is. Lobo trying to get past with Vale, winning it. Grieve cutting in, tries to get one away, and there's a foul there by Riera. And a card for Riera as well. A little bit of a discussion going on there. Riera wasn't happy with the decision. To be fair, it looked like a reasonable challenge, and Grieve tried to unleash the shot, so I think that's where the contact came. But you can understand why the referee gave it. And marching them back. Having a little discussion with them as well. Now this is a great chance. Burfoot surely is going to have a crack. I mean, if you're skipper aside, you're just out on the edge of the area. There's a lovely little space over the top of that wall to the keeper's right that's waiting for it. Or is he going to do the Dimitri Payet? Oh, straight over, but straight down the middle. Not quite the contact and direction that Sam Burfoot would have wanted there. Contact there, knocks out to Rogerson. And that breeze picking up, and we nearly saw a disaster in the Waitakere goal for Nick Draper, with the wind blowing the ball and dropping it, and almost on his goal line. Free kick coming in. There's a lot of referees out there today, as there often is. Only one of them's got a whistle, and only one of them counts, but there are plenty of amateur ones out there today. I must confess I have been the odd amateur referee myself, whether on the pitch, on the couch, or even here in the commentary, but I can't really criticise anything that much as I'd love to. It's through, Mannequin! Oh! And he misses anyway, so it's a moot point. Was there holding? Was there sort of a bit of, it looked like a reasonable jostle there, but the free kick's been given and he put it over the top anyway. So nothing really lost as we come towards the end of this entertaining first half. I was going to say it's been an entertaining first half. Auckland City dominant early on, but Waitakere are fighting their way back in, but finding it hard to break down this very disciplined defence, with Riera dropping back in to make it a 4 occasionally. Very hard. Carey losing out though to Van den Hoven there. Milicic inside the Crom, who he's looking for Schnell. Dane Schnell, strong, 2 strong players there. Caltech winning out that time, although Waitakere got the ball back now. Burfoot. Van den Hoven trying to push forward. Grieve made a run, but it wasn't picked up. Marathi down that side now, Van den Hoven. A good substitute to come on for Zoricic. Strong player, got the ability down there. Maybe not quite the feet that Zoricic is, or pace that Zoricic has got, but that might be in my imagination. Milicic inside the Crom. Van den Hoven again finding some space there in that little pocket. Riera missing it again because of the wind. And hoops it into safety. I wonder if Waitakere could really keep this season alive here by poaching something just before half time. White running out of room there. And here we go, Rogerson, lovely little turn there. Oh, he's just lost control of it again, and he's very angry with himself. That was a beautiful bit of control and a turn, an acceleration away. He really is. I'd hate to have to mark him with his pace. Here comes Grieve, who's also got a bit of pace. Cuts inside, looking for a bit of support, plays it back to Vandenhoven. Square to Burfoot. No one really, there's not too much movement there, and there's a solid couple of banks of Auckland City defenders there. Milicic. Right to Hobson. Garriga. He's getting a bit frantic there. He wants things to happen. Milicic hits a long one, finds Grieve, but right over the top was Adam Mitchell, but he was offside anyway. I don't know what Mitchell's moaning about there, whether he thought that maybe he should have got a free kick. He got one anyway, mate. What are you worried about? Brown launches it long. Rogerson in the area, trying to keep it alive as he managed to get a corner. No, a goal kick. Oh, and there's a whistle gone here. There's a bit of argy going on there between Crom and Rogerson. A little bit of afters maybe. And we're having a good game, lads. Let's keep it clean. None of that petulant naughtiness. Just trying to lip read. Yeah, that's the nature of the Super City Derby, which I'm not a great fan of that particular terminology. Auckland Derby would be good. And two most successful sides in the Premiership history. Rogerson again and Crom coming together. Here we go. Oh, Manicum moving around the wides inside, tries to play the return. But beautifully cut out by Hobson there. He really needed to get that touch as well. Played forward, but Riera takes it down on his chest. Looking forward. He's always happy to go back there if he has to. And Alfie Rogers. Oh, making some space down in those. But they're all crowded in there. Get away from me, he's saying. Move on. Referee played advantage. None was accruing. So they go back. And they pump one in there. Knock one in. Come on, get the big boys up and have a go. You're into injury time already, come on. A little chip, that'll do. Award's made a lovely run. Is he offside? No, he's onside. Knocks it through his legs, but he can't get the return. And cleared out. Have they got a Award going over to take the throw? Who's got the big throw? Come on. Alfie wants it now. Show us what you got, Alfie. No, I don't think he's got much because no one's actually gone towards the middle. And that is half time. There comes to nothing. Now Khalifi knocking it into touch. An entertaining first half here at Kiwitea Street. The last round of the round robin. Auckland City at the top of the table. Waitakere needing a win here to get into the top four. A draw not good enough to have them. 1-0 Logan Rogerson after 16 minutes. We'll be back with the second half shortly. Welcome back to very sunny Kiwitea Street here for the second half of the final round robin game in the ISPS Handa men's Premiership. Well, the final round robin game for these two particular sides. There is another game tomorrow. Hawke's Bay host Eastern Suburbs, which will be a vital game. More about that later. Auckland City 1-0 up at half-time. Dominated the first sort of 20 minutes, but Waitakere sort of battled their way back in there. There's plenty of endeavour, but 1-0 down to Logan Rogerson in the 16th minute, putting Auckland City deservedly ahead. Had another couple of chances, just failing a little bit of control. But Rogerson, that front three of Rogerson, Manicum and Awad, looking very, very dangerous. A lot of wind here as well, a lot of breeze here today. A lot of breeze here today. Oh, looks like a substitution coming on now. And that is Sam Brotherton coming on. And he's going to replace Jordan Vale. Quite interesting there that Brotherton's gone to, looks like he's going to take up the central position. I don't know. This is an interesting shuffle around because Mitchell looks like he's pushing further up, so he'll take over that pushing forward role, the wing back type role that Vale was playing. Vandenhoven, lovely little turn there. So you can have a crack. Have a go, son. Oh, brought down in the era. He looked for it, but he got it. Now this is another chance. Perhaps we'll see Burfoot step up, or are they going to go more for the left foot one? Oh no, here we go. Dylan Hobson. He's been on the set pieces in terms of free kicks and corners. So it looks like Caltech's moved out to the right-hand side. Has he gone more central? No, Mitchell, yeah, Mitchell's pushing up, so he's moved out there. Brotherton in the middle. Rogers down this side. There we go, Hobson. He's going to have a go, isn't he? You're not going to chip it from here. Can he be more successful than Sam Burfoot? This will be a cracking start for Waitakere. You need a win to make the top four. Last score I heard from Christchurch United against Wellington Phoenix was 5-1. Oh, and that deflected, and a corner. So another set piece for Hobson. The wall doing its job. So I'm not a big fan of getting in a wall. I value certain parts of my anatomy. They go for the short one. I'm not a big fan. I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm not a big fan of this short corner fannying around. There, knocks it in with a wind. Definitely put the keeper under pressure. There's a strong breeze here today, and we saw in the first half Nick Draper losing control of the ball because of the breeze. Get it in there. Often what happens, you take the short corner, the defence come out, you knock it back in, and everyone's offside. Or you end up knocking it again back, and then the next thing your own goalkeeper's got the ball, which looks like, here we go, look at that, now that's a throw. Looks like Milicic there with the long throw. And Rogerson in and just hoofing it clear. So a good bright start for Waitakere. Right start for Waitakere in this half. And Brotherton clearing the ball there. And here he comes again. They're going to use that long throw as a weapon. I'm surprised they had a couple of chances in the first half, maybe not as far advanced to give them this opportunity. And with this breeze, that ball's going to drift all over the place and be very hard to pick up. Nightmare for defenders. That's a great throw. Brotherton getting his head to it and clearing it, and no, that's it. Better off to almost more dangerous. Nice run there. Nice run from Marathi, but not picked up. A bit of a distraction. Going to get a flick. Beautiful flick on. Grieve couldn't quite get up there. Overhead kick. Oh, this is all over. This drama everywhere. And Brotherton again clearing it from Andrew Crom, who wouldn't have been expected to get a ball necessarily like that in that position in the opposition penalty area. It's almost like, please sir, can we have a throw instead of a corner? That looks like a bit of a weapon, and something that Auckland City are going to have to have their act together. Look at that. Far post again. Something that's in. Oh, and what a golden opportunity for Dane Snell, who knows how to find the back of the net, but maybe it came to him a little bit quickly. And it's headed back in. One well there, and boom, just. I suppose you've got to give credit to Adam Mitchell there for putting him off. But a very, very energetic start. Free kick given there. I'm a bit under pressure. I don't think they've expected this start from Waitakere to Auckland City. It's knocked him out of the stride for a little bit. Well up there, Crom again with Van den Hoven winning the ball. This is plays it through. Snell, can he do it this time? Yes, he can. What a great finish. Dane Snell, I told you he knew how to find the back of the net, and a minute later he proves me to be Nostradamus. What a great finish. That was a lovely through ball there. Van den Hoven again winning that ball, played it through. I thought it was for Grieve, but then Snell makes another lovely run, and that is a great left foot finish. And they're looking there desperately for the offside, but that's what you do, isn't it? The old Tony Adams, put your hand up and hope that the linesman's simpatico, but he wasn't this time. So, the equaliser there for Waitakere. Their season and their whole entity is still alive for another 40 minutes. If they lose this game, or in fact if they don't win it, they will finish 5th and be out of the competition, or minimum of 5th. Eastern Suburbs could go above them tomorrow, but at the moment Canterbury United are sitting in the that slot. Or are they? Let's check that table again for you. Launched forward there, Rogerson, but a wild wasn't ready, although he is closing down on it quickly, and Draper has to make a big clearance. Cleaned up by Kaltak. Mitchell. So Canterbury United at the moment on 18 points, but if Waitakere pick up a point here, they will go level with Canterbury United on points, and I believe their head-to-head record, which is what counts, is greater. So that's massive now for Waitakere. They've still got that chance, even here, if they can hold on for a point. But Eastern Suburbs could overtake them tomorrow if they win away at Hawke's Bay United. Al Khalifi to Carey. Mitchell loses control a little bit up there, and dominant again from Crom, really injected himself. This is a very aggressive effort from Waitakere. They really must have had a bit of a tickle up at half time. Not that they underperformed in that first half, the energy was there, but it just seems to be more coordinated now, and they're really unsettling this Auckland City side. They're a very pretty footballing side, Auckland City, but perhaps on the odd occasion, as Corporal Jones used to say, they don't like it up them. And it's the nature of football. If you put pressure on people, they can make mistakes, and no matter what level you're playing at. And Waitakere are really starting to put pressure on Auckland City. Desperate. They've only had one draw and 13 losses in their last 14 games. Burfoot Snell again on a run. Will he get there in time? No, it's just too far. But a lot of busyness here. Garriga as well making a run down the middle, and Grieve on that left-hand side. Brotherton to Al Khalifi, back to Brotherton. They want to be mucking around here. We saw that in the first half. Burfoot really used energy in there. You know, put pressure on them, stay, quick throw. Getting on with the gun. That's just something you don't see often enough. It's a quick throw in the modern game of football. So great to see it, and a great challenge put in there from Hobson. Oh no, Hobson's up here. I'll make the mistake. I'll give the credit to Crom. I'll give the credit away. Wrong individual. See again, more pressure. This is a great pressing game now from Waitakere. And Auckland City desperate to get their foot on the ball and get some sort of control back on this game. See, another one. Throw to Waitakere. Garriga chopping in, across comes Milicic. I was wondering if there was anyone on the park who had the power throw. Milicic has shown already, especially with this breeze, he's launching it into that area and causing problems. I've got to say, they look a little bit rattled at the moment. Oh, another good clearance. Brotherton, I think he's cleared about 85 already. Oh, not quite there. Schnell being able to get the power, and Brown being able to comfortably catch it. But again, issues in for the Auckland City defence from those long throws from Chris Milicic. Brotherton's been very solid at the back. He's only just come on for this half. There we go, Manicum. Oh, I don't know who's going to be on the end of that. He may have sort of come up trying to justify what he was trying to do there, but I don't think Speedy Gonzalez could have got on the end of that. And no mucking around. Let's not bother mucking around at the back here. Let's just kick it long. That breeze, using that. Again, Albie Rogers with a clearance this time. Grieve looking, he's turned around, he's got inside Brotherton. Can he get there? Trying to control it. Brotherton does well just to give away the throw. Although, maybe they would have rather he give away the corner. A little bit more accuracy with the throw, and it's getting in there. So, guys, let's look for Brotherton again. Wanting to clear it. Crom's messing in there, trying to get it. You've got Van den Hoven as well. With Grieve loitering. Here it goes, and it's flicked off. Oh, I think that came off the rear as well, Khalifi's head. Now, here we go. Oh, just he almost got away with that. You could probably hear the screams from the bench, which is down below us. And if that had been going the other way, you would probably have got a yellow card for it, but you tend to get away with those ones. There, Rogerson, who was outstanding in the first half, electric to be honest. Scored a lovely goal, nearly had another. Hobson launches it forward. It's in the middle, and again, what a great clearance there, Riera. What a brave clearing header there from Albert Riera. Getting in there, and this is, I know the wind may have picked up, but this is total dominance at the moment from Waitakere. Auckland City can't seem to get themselves out of their own half. I can't see that corner, but I'll assume that it's Hobson taking it, because he's taken every other one. In over the top. The defenders there. The flick in and a chance there. Oh, it might have been offside. I mean, close to it there. Milicic having a bit of a go, and Garriga nearly guiding it goalwards. Caltech to Awad. It's wide Mitchell. It's a long ball. It's held up though, and well cleared again by Crom. He's had a very strong game in the back. Lobo looking for the early one. Caltech just managing to win that ball from Snell. And here again, Waitakere back there again and looking dangerous. Oh, lovely little sort of semi-Cruyff turn there from Riera, getting his side out of trouble and winning themselves a free kick. I'm sure they'll slow it down a little bit now, just trying to get a bit of breath back. Driven towards Rogerson. Murati winning, and Burfoot coming across, claiming it but not likely to get it. And Rogerson losing control of the ball. Hobson with the throw. Nice one down the line. Riera with his chest. Garriga battling through. Al Khalifi now. Chance here. A bit of space for Awad. Mitchell desperately trying to get up on the outside of him. Awad cuts inside. Khalifi's there in space. Doesn't get it. Back outside to Mitchell again. Awad backing him up. Is he going to give it a go and try and dance his way round? Lobo there at the back. Carey live outside it, but it's Manicum to Khalifi. Alfie Rogers. Poor ball there though, picked up by Grieve. His lovely turn, and now he's going to try and drive forward. He's got Schnell in the middle, should play the early one. No, he hasn't. He's going to try and drags it on the outside. Gets across, but there's no one in the middle. It's went over the top of Grieve, who was waiting there for him. Now Rogerson, he's got a bit of pace, this boy. And he's away from Hobson. He's got Manicum in the middle. What will he do? He's cut side, another go. Oh, lovely chop back. And again. Oh, they're all in each other's way. Get out of each other's way. What's going on? Awad. That was like a... And he's got it through his legs. Awad scores. That was a comedy of errors there. They looked like they were tackling each other, Auckland City. And after being under the pump for the first 15, 16 minutes of this half, they break away. Rogerson's showing the skills. He's well up for it. Showed in this half. And then Awad, right foot. I thought it went between his legs, but it doesn't. It meets him on the right-hand side there. Draper. And heads drop for Waitakere, because they'd worked so hard to get themselves back in the game. And it just, they couldn't clip, but it was... They were in his way. I mean, Rogerson could have had about 4 shots then, and he did. His skills were magnificent, cutting back, chopping here, and then it looked like Mohamed Awad was trying to tackle him, but ends up getting the glory. Awad in the 62nd minute puts the home side, Auckland City, 2-1 up. Here we go. Oh, he's looking at. He's desperate because he's already. Riera's already been booked in the first half, so he's desperate not to cop another booking. I don't think the referee's thinking about a booking there, but you could see straight away that he was possessing his innocence and saying that was. It wasn't the worst of tackles. I think the referee's done the right thing here. Give the free kick, and keep it 11 aside. It's been a good game so far. You don't want to ruin it. I wouldn't write Waitakere out of this. And if they win, their head-to-head record, they go level on points on 18 points, and would go above Canterbury United by virtue of their head-to-head record. 1 win and 1 draw in the 2 games against them between those 2 sides this season. And Hobson again on set piece duty. I don't think he's going to have a crack from here. He's just going to drift it, chip it across the area, and it's a hard thing to defend in a windy area when you're running backwards as the defender as well. Big advantage if you can get it in the right spot for the attacking side. Waitakere desperate to get back into it early. Oh, and he has had a go. If that was a go, it's a very poor effort, and if it was a cross, it's even worse. We'll have to ask him after the game. 64 minutes now gone. Auckland City 2, Waitakere United 1. Al Khalifi's lost the ball there now as well. Murati drives into the area and wins his side a corner. There's just constant pressure. One breakaway from Auckland City and they score. In a very rather sort of jumbled way, but they got it in the back of the net in the end. Waitakere, 14 games ago was the last time they beat Auckland City. There's a clearance up there. Burfoot jumps up to get it. I don't think he'll get anything for that. It's a solid challenge. It goes up there, no, telling Sam Burfoot no in certain terms. We'll see referee Calvin Berg. You're not getting anything out of this one. Tried to do the little flick back. Al Khalifi wins it. Riera turning. Pushing forward now, looking for it. Takes a little clip, but it's in there. Will Manacom get it? No. Murati gets back and plays it off of Al Khalifi. Burfoot there. Nearly fouled by Al Khalifi and this pushed out wide. Rogers should get there first, turns out. And Manacom now. Rangy running. Looks for Rogerson. What's he going to do here? Rogerson against Hobson again. Plays it inside. Al Khalifi square to Carey. Awad has got Mitchell outside of him, who's roamed a long way forward. Now there could be a chance here if they can open things up. He's offside though, but he's left it for Lobo to make the run, but Caltac gets there first. Back to Brown. Oh, beautifully played. Andrew Cromp's been very strong. He had a strong game at the back there, as has Caltac at the other end. Oh, bit of a heavy touch from Grieve, but he gets away with it. And Snell loses out. Manacom, quick feet Manacom, he gets a chance to have a go. And picks up the foul. The over-enthusiastic Leon van den Hoven getting stuck into him there. Well, I've been impressed with Waitakere United in this half. They really came out right from the whistle, opening whistle in the second half, and got stuck into Auckland City and played with aggression and pace and purpose, and deservedly got themselves back level, and then just got undone. Probably about the only attack that, or almost the only time that Auckland City had been in their half. In this one here, Alfie Rogers now in his usual position down the left. Looks at Rogerson outside, but doesn't want to give it to him. Al Khalifi back to Riera, who's played it square. A bit of pressure there on Carey. Hobson gets in. And it looks like Albert Riera took a bit of a knock on that one. Alex Grieve went in. The referee's not thinking about the card. It was a tough challenge, but I don't. And it looks like it's the end of the day for the skipper, Albert Riera. He was on a yellow card. Probably came off at the right time. And Emiliano Tade, the little goal scorer for Auckland City, coming on. This will be interesting. Looks probably like Carey may take the more defensive of those midfield positions now, and Al Khalifi sort of dropping into that Carey role, but straight away they lose the ball. Great tackle. That was a fantastic recovery there after losing the ball. That's when you want to see, if you're coaching or a fan of the side, if someone who makes a mistake, works hard to try and make up for it. That was a bit naughty, and there's a card coming in here. Yeah, oh well, he's had a very strong game, and maybe that was a little bit too strong. So 68 minute, another yellow there for Andrew Crom. Another yellow for Waitakere. Chris Milicic already having picked one up. Emiliano Tade's been out since November with an injury, and was saying, actually, Auckland City was saying they didn't expect to see him this season. Launched up by Caltech, Rogerson on the end of it, but too high, too deep for him to get any real purchase on it and get it goal bound. So yeah, they weren't expecting to see him play at all, and he's given him the armband as well. He's a huge favourite at this club. He's performed magnificently in this and in Champions League games, and of course at the Club World Cups. Oh, lovely little flick from Manicum. Al Khalifa there, Rogerson's away. Oh, that was so close. So close. That he was away, and Hobson was starting to think, oh blimey, not again. That seems to be the biggest danger for him, the outlet, and now he's got Tade in the middle. So quite an attacking line-up here, although Manicum dropping back a little bit there to play in behind Tade in that little pocket there, and he's certainly got the ability to do that. It's a great charge by Mitchell down the sideline. Oh, Tade, beautiful feet. Oh, he went and pulled the trigger, and someone put their thumb in it and jammed it. Garriga knocking inside. Burford looking backwards though. Maybe looking the other way, Sammy Boy. You're 2-1 down, and you need to at least get one more goal. And an over. And a Hobson. Little chip. Caltech goes strong. Knocks Burford off the ball. Tade. Ken Arwad. He's sprinting. He's not going to get there. He's not going to get there. So the breeze still there, as you may be able to hear through the microphone. We apologise for that, for the sound quality. Grieve winning the ball beautifully to the challenge, and again he's gone past three. Great ball, just maybe a little bit wide for Schnell. Murati at the far post, but just not cut back enough from Schnell there on his left foot. Murati was approaching like the steam train as well down this right hand side. Yeah, with this lineup now, and with the three at the top and Manicum sitting in that hole, there could be a lot of danger here. And Tade's, you wouldn't think that he'd been out. Could have been offside there, but anyway, because he came back. But anyway, he's got away with it. Rogerson there. Rogers on the outside of him. Into Tade, little flick to Awad. Can Awad get through? Outside of the left foot. Great save. Great save from Nick Draper there. A lovely bit of movement. I've got to say, you wouldn't think that Tade's been out for 3 months. Oh, and it looks like a bit of an injury. Is that Nick Milicic down there, is it? It doesn't look good. Upper part of the left leg, maybe the lower part, maybe he's just holding that bit because it's get the magic water out. Both sides grateful for a bit of a breather. Coming over towards the bench, putting some fluids on board. That's another thing. Do you remember the old days when we used to play 5 hours at the park, 20 a side? No, I can't remember once having a drink of water. Every 5 minutes, a little squirt of water, a little drink of water. Every time we talk to the coach, have a little squirt of water in there, a bit more. I don't know what the world's coming to. And why do goalkeepers need it? They hardly move. I mean, I've been blabbing for the last week. I haven't even had a sip. Seems to be able to, running it off there. It looked like quite on, maybe a little bit of a sort of a dead leg or something, but he seems to be running around there. And it looks like another substitution coming in. Dylan Manicum has had a good game today, being replaced by Mario Millen. So from the attack mode that they had, now they've gone to arguably a more defensive mode. Mario Millen, very solid, imposing figure in front of the defence, which is basically operating as a back four. Now they're playing like a more of a 4-2-1-3. I'd imagine Al Khalifi will be the one. But Tade's really, I mean, he's a fantastic player. We all know that. But he's every little touch. He's made every post a winner and looked really dangerous since he's come on. Lovely turn from Van den Hoven. He's manages to pick up a free kick though. Garriga wants to get on with it. Finds Grieve. Oh, lovely. That's a solid tackle from Mitchell there. And here we go. Al Khalifi now. He's going to look up for Rogerson, who's always been available out here on the drifting out towards the left. Alfie Rogers slows it down a bit back to Billen. Kaltak driving through. Tade again with a lovely touch. Al Khalifi's going to drive forward a little bit. He's got a wide. Mitchell's outside him. Beautiful move here so far from Auckland City. Oh, just got a vital touch. Nick Draper there. If someone had been sort of dropping deep into that area, it could have been in a lot of trouble, but he palmed it away into safety. Beautiful move though from Auckland City. They're getting back into this game and getting more of a control of possession and the ball, which had been all Waitakere for most of this half. 14 minutes to go. Waitakere United desperately needing a draw. This, if they don't get a point out of this game, it will be all over for Waitakere United. There will never be another Waitakere United Auckland City derby. In fact, there will never be another Waitakere United game. The club will go out of existence. Other players already signed on to various local clubs for the National League next season, the new format. And Al Khalifi through the middle, holding off Milicic. Oh, and what a driving effort there. And a combination between Draper and Milicic manages to keep Al Khalifi out. Tried a little flick, didn't quite get the momentum on it to get it past Draper and into the goal. Burfoot looking urgent now. Lobo down the wing. Greaves in a bit of space here. Cuts inside. They've got two. Snell's running onto the penalty area. Did he get? No, he's totally mishit that. He does get the corner. I thought that unlike him, he nearly lost his shorts in that movement. For those of you who are squeamish, we're just about to have your dinner. Turn away. And the set piece specialist. I think Burfoot took one free kick. I think other than that, young Hobson has Dylan Hobson. I said Paul then. That's the coach. Dylan Hobson, who I believe went to Sunnynook Primary School with my two sons, two youngest. But I may be wrong. Lobo out to Hobson. I don't think that's meant to be a dummy. I think it was a whiskey shot. And Garriga beaten by Rogers. Vital challenge on that far post. And manages to close him down. At the throw. I think Waitakere will be hoping to try and get some throws himself in that area, as we've seen the power throws of Milicic He's pushed right up here on this right-hand side. It's inside there now. Vandenhoven plays a little flick through. Garriga's got a chance to put it in the area here. Far post, Grieve. Beautifully cleared by Mitchell, but Grieve wins it back. He's running the wrong way. Gets it back to Murati. Whips it in. Oh! Just not quite there for Snell. Awad now controls it nicely, knocks it inside. There's a chance here. Tade looking and outside for Rogerson. Here he goes, Rogerson and Murati, one-on-one. Cuts inside. He's got good feet as well. He's played so well today. Lovely return, surely. Oh! Draper again saving it, but another brilliant move involving Emiliano Tade and the. It's hard to pick him out of the match really from here, but Rogerson's got to be there or thereabouts. A lovely cameo so far from Emiliano Tade. Crom's been very solid at the back for Waitakere. So has Kaltak. Mitchell's been strong. I don't know, no one's been really sick. Oh, blimey, he's been rubbish. Getting out. Here comes Al Khalifi. Comes back out, and Mitchell will be rather disappointed with that. And there's another substitution coming here for Waitakere. They're going to take off Dylan Hobson, and on comes Jack Duncan. Hobson's worked hard all day, and he's had probably the toughest job on there. And there, 10 off. So Sam Burfoot coming on, and Angus Kilcolly. So the skipper's off, Burfoot's off, Kilcolly's on. Probably pushing an extra man up front, Angus Kilcolly. Was expected to be a starter here this season, but hasn't really kicked on. They play a counter-attacking game a lot of the time, Waitakere, and probably not judged to have the pace, Angus Kilcolly, to play in that sort of system. But now they've gone for extra numbers up front. And Jack Duncan, a very attacking player as well, so it'll be interesting to see how they line up. Here's a big throw again for Milicic. He's got a flick. Here we go! Oh, what a save! What a save there. I think that was Murati with the shot. It was flicked on at the near post. Those throws have been, honestly, they're better than corners. But they wish that had gone out of the throw. What a superb save there from Cameron Brown in the Auckland City goal. And Murati must have thought that he'd equalised. And there we are, snatched out again. He's dominated. He's not leaving it a chance this time, Brown. That really was a top class save. Any keeper in the world would be proud of that. Dillon down the line. Arwad looking through. Who's making the run? Alfie Rogers makes the run on the outside. Picks it up beautifully. He's got that left foot of his stripped in, but no, easy pickings for Draper, who launches it long. There's Kilcolly trying to win it against Kaltak. Bounced really between the two of them. Mitchell knocks it wide for Carey. Lovely little turn inside. Squares it away. He's got Rogers outside him. Whoa. And he's not happy there. Wade not happy with that challenge from Kilcolly, but it's all been deemed legitimate by the officials. And Tade moving more this side now, and Rogerson's acres of space out on that right-hand side, and Kaltak's seen him. Flick through the back there from Rogerson. Mitchell belting forward. Oh, what a lovely idea there. But well picked up by Lobo. Snell, who's really been all over the place today, as has Grieve. They both run their backsides off. Lovely ball over the top for Snell, just too far, and goes through for was it a goal kick or was he flagged offside? No, it was a goal kick. a long way, and it's just gone out. Now, it's a chance for Waitakere to get back into it. Oh, they'd love another challenge. Mirati not quite finding them on the outside, though. But those two, the main two up front, Grieve and Schnell, have really worked hard for Waitakere today. I don't think the coaching staff of either side really could have any complaints about the effort that their team have put in. And there's another one of those throws. Milicic, Vandenhoven. Milicic again, he'll look up. No, knocks it down. I thought he might have looked for the little chip. A little space out there. Lovely turn inside. Oh, I tried Garriga trying a Lobo. Cross is blocked. Still bouncing in the area. Grieve gets it. Mirati to Grieve. Good feet. Little touch. 1-2. And couldn't get past Brotherton. Now this is a massive chance. 3-on-3 here. Khalifi slows it down a bit, but still Rogerson 1-on-1 with Lobo. A bit of cover coming across from Duncan. Coming across to help out. Tarde knocking it wide. And then to challenge it is another chance for the throw. Will Milicic get up there again? I'm not sure. Has it gone the other way? It's been given the other way off. I thought they'd give it. The initial signal from the referee was one way, but now they've changed it and gone the other way. It's 2020. You let it go whichever way you want. Launching now. This is a bit ambitious. Launching it from the halfway line, and look at that. In there, beautiful. Collie wins it. Grieve flicks it up. The chance taken away. Offside given there. That had to be close. Lovely throw there again. A really devastating throw. It's been the biggest weapon for Waitakere in this half, especially in this breeze. Collie won it in the air, but the offside flag went up and the chance went begging. Oh dear, that's headed up rather than forward. Oh, went in there, hold it off, but Snell will be a little bit unhappy. What for? The cry goes up from down below us. The referee's quite rightly saying, look on, let's get this game going. Stop the mucking around. People have paid good money to get into here, apart from some of us. That's what happens when you sneak in early and they haven't got the gatekeepers on. Al Khalifi, wide to Rogerson. It's gone all the way back now via Carey and Caltech to Brown. Lovely control there on his chest. Rogerson, he doesn't care which way he's running, mate. He'll take the ball with him and wins the throw. Interesting to see him and Arwad swapping sides. You wonder what just to test out a tiring Milicic maybe and Lobo on that side. We feel there's a weakness there. Alex Grieve, you don't muck around with this referee. He's been very firm. I've got to say, you can say what you like, but he's had firm control of the game. Taking no people taking liberties, and I agree with that. I'm very much don't let people take liberties person myself. And here we go again, another howitzer from Milicic. Lobo through. Chance here from Snell. Was that? Did that take a deflection or was that a save there? Did he get? Did Cameron Brown get a touch to that? Another opportunity. Let's have a look at the replay. I can't really see that from there. Let's give the credit to the keeper. They work hard and always get blamed if they make one mistake. And again flicked in. And a chance here, curling. Another save. I think that was a lot easier than he made it look. I think there was a bit of the camera dive about that one. But nevertheless. And now Dane Schnell having a chat with the referee about it. I think they're worried about the time wasting. We're running out of time now, just over a minute left of normal time. There'll be a bit of added time, a couple of injuries, a few substitutions. There'll be no mucking around now. Murati straight down the line. And Duncan not able to promote the ball for his side there. And Alfie Rogers. Oh, Tade again with a lovely flick. And Rogers has gone on. He thought about it, but Milicic did really well to get in there. Who's in there? Rogerson again. And beautifully picked up at the near post by Draper. This really has been an entertaining game. That really was a lovely attack. And not quite going right. And then time running out for Waitakere United. They need a point, just to reiterate, they need a point out of this game to have a chance of being in the top four. 4 minutes of extra time. I'm informed by referee assessor Chris Kerr, who's got a better view of the coaches and the assistant referees than I have. The fourth official. Oh, that's it. Anywhere will do now from Brian Kautak. They know they're in the home tie for the semi-final, but they don't want to let this one slip. This means a lot to them, and they've played the whole game like it. Al Khalifi didn't quite control it there. Oh, went in hard there on Vandenhoven. Quick throw going in. Whacked up towards goal. Collins flicked it onto Grieve. Grieve turns and pegs a chance! Oh yes! Right in the last minute, Garriga. Snell had the shot. Brown saved it. And Garriga has put in the rebound. And almost a minute into England to equalise. Just never say die. 2-2 now. Waitakere United stay alive. That draws them level in the table with Canterbury United, who won against 5-1 against the Wellington Phoenix earlier on today. Well, that was the last score I heard. I'll just say it's a final score. No one really cares. And they had 2 players sent off as well, Wellington Phoenix. But that puts them level. But by virtue of their better head-to-head record against Canterbury United, that will put temporarily, overnight, Waitakere United in 4th spot and into the playoffs, which means that next week they'll get another game at the same venue against Auckland City. Is this still another twist in the tail of this really entertaining game? If it was to be the last one between the two sides, you couldn't have asked really for more of it. It's been full commitment from both sets of players. Good crowds turned up to watch it. Eastern Suburbs now, knowing that they've got to do it. Tade, oh no, that's wide. Pulls it wide. We've got about another 1.5 minutes of referee's time left to go. Can either side break the deadlock? In terms of position, it wouldn't make a difference for Auckland City. They'll stay at the top of the table. But for Waitakere, it'll move them a little bit closer. To safety, and in fact, a goal for Waitakere would confirm their place in the semis and knock Eastern Suburbs out of contention. So Eastern Suburbs will be biting their nails now in the last minute of this game. If it stays like this, then they know that a win tomorrow, and it'd have to be a win at Hawke's Bay, would put Eastern Suburbs into the playoff and knock out the fellow and Auckland side, Waitakere. And so a lot of nerves. We won't know until tomorrow whether this is indeed the last ever game for Waitakere United and the last derby. I think I could certainly, I don't know about you, I could certainly do another helping of this next weekend. I think this would set it up nicely for a semi-final. Rogerson, who's had another great game today. great control, great pace. Rogers backing him up as usual. Billen, who's just been in there to sort of solidify since he came on at midfield. Mitchell's wide, Awad looking for it. Is he going to take him on? Mitchell's gone for a run, Awad cuts inside. Looks through, a little flick there from Mitchell, didn't quite come off. And we're into proper referee's time now. Up to him. He might add a little bit because he did tell a couple of people off for wasting time. Is he going to free kick for that? No, Kilcolly wins it. Caltech sort of caught by the drift. Poor ball though, and hoofed clear by Carey. Everyone looking at the referee now. Wondering whether the timers have run out in this game. It's flicked on though. Oh, foul there. Now this should be a card as well, I'd imagine. Yeah, and Brian Caltech picks up one for the team. And you could say that that's a professional foul, and one that most of us on any given day would probably commit if we were in the similar circumstances, about to get turned inside out. So the last chance probably of the game. And with regular Dylan Thompson, the regular set piece to take it. It looks like Greaves going to take it. I'm surprised that you haven't got everyone in there. Mind you, the draw gets them through, doesn't it? But a win gets them definitely through. They don't have to worry about tomorrow. Get in there. Come on, Nick. Get your head up there, son. That'd be the glory finish, wouldn't it? And we've got another twist coming. Swirling wind. Last kick of the game, probably. And that has got to be the biggest disappointment of the season in terms of one particular play. 2-2, the final score here in the Auckland derby, the Super City derby. Auckland City 2, Waitakere United 2. Auckland City go on at 28 points, top of the table, which they were always going to be in. Home semi-final next week. Will it be against Waitakere United again, or will Eastern Suburbs beat Hawke's Bay United tomorrow and take that fourth spot away? A fantastic game, I'm sure you'll agree. I personally wouldn't mind seeing another dose of it next week, but Eastern Suburbs and Hawke's Bay United will have the final say tomorrow. Goodbye from a very sort of, I think, contented Kiwatia Street, and tune in tomorrow. Eastern Suburbs, Hawke's Bay United down there in the Bay.